Hello, this video I want to tell you that the black holes do not exist. You are tricked, okay? If you do not believe me, listen. I will explain to you science, okay? You are tricked. It was filmed by the Chinese. In but before this NASA wrote on all the pictures and it still writes on all the picture black holes, black holes, black holes. You take a picture from Hubble, black holes, black holes, black holes. But until this Chinese, they say never was filmed, okay? But this is a black hole. This is a black hole. Any black thing with something is a black hole. You must say that you filmed something that proves that is a black hole. Not like this, okay? And it's a black hole. But I will going to prove to you that the black holes do not exist. Black holes should exist only if the gravity will attract. So Stephen Hawking did not know very good physics. Read his book, and there's a passage that he says that gravity is acceleration, and he compares in his books with a falling elevator. So he knew somehow that it is acceleration, okay? But then with these words that will collapse and event horizon, and from the event horizon light will not escape. But now in the pictures the light does escape, or the Chinese. And the Isaiah says, do not make light darkness and darkness light, okay? This is a very big sin. So, but now let me tell you like this. I've named this video especially the day when the Mars stood still. If you hold still Mars has a rotation like this. 24 hours, 25, almost 24 hours and 40 minutes, and around the sun 600 days, like 600 and something days, like almost 2 years, okay? So I've told you that it is acceleration. What happens if you put the Mars on brakes? It will have no gravity. You understand? There is a film in Enterprise episode with a single planet that it is not bound to a sun or a star, and it travels through space, okay? But if that planet will have a spin and will have a trajectory vector, it will have a gravity, because gravity means to rotate, okay, not to attract. But gravity is meter per second square, time, space over time square. It is a progression, 1 meter, 2 meters, and the times, you understand, squares, that to make equal time, equal space over time, equal space over time. Because this part will be with some time and some space square, it will equal with that in a proportion. This is what is acceleration, okay? I will I will talk to you in other videos. I will show you, maybe you will search. Al-Khalil showed this. Al-Khalil, the physicist, okay? This portion will be so it's an acceleration. If you do not have an accelerated system, you will not have acceleration. Now, let me tell you another way. A speed of the aircraft will, or machine, when you accelerate it, your back will be in the chair. Why? Not because the chair attracts you, because you accelerate, okay? You accelerate and you feel a force. The acceleration is converted in a force of mass. You understand? I explain to you that you will know that I know that black holes don't exist. You understand? I explain to you physics, okay? On the moon, this small rock with this big rock will fall in the same time. This Galileo said. And this experiment was made by Smith astronaut on the moon.
Well, in my left hand I have a feather. In my right hand a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to be appropriately a falcon feather for our falcon. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Which proves that Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings.
With a feather and a hammer. And he demonstrated that the feather and the hammer fall in the same time on the moon. Because they have a single acceleration of the acceleration system. What Galileo said, it is not attraction. The moon does not attract these rocks. So it is, in other way, independent of mass. You understand? The masses do not matter. So it is the acceleration of the system, of the moon. Okay? So on the earth we will be the same, but because there is air, the air stops a feather. But the experiment was made from some rocks from a tower. Okay, this will fall the same. But now from the forces and mass, for the forces and mass differ. Why? Because the forces that this rock will hit, it will be bigger. Why? Because the mass is bigger. But the acceleration is the same with this one. It will accelerate in the same spaces, same time. So the acceleration does not depend on the mass of the object, but the force that they will hit the moon will matter. Because the force is the acceleration or mass. Mass F equals ma, okay? So the first way when they will hit the moon will differ. But the time and spaces will be identical at these both objects, okay? You understand? So gravity is acceleration. The force of the hitting, it is equal of acceleration that it is given on a system on Earth is 9.8, on the moon. You understand? And the acceleration, and you know the mass of the object, and you know what is the first that will hit the moon, the object. I'm telling you that you understand that you know physics, okay? Equals times equals spaces. X, the space over time square equals space over time square. I'm telling you that I know, okay? So, what gives the gravity of Mars? The rotation and the trajectory. It is combined vector. Is this enough? Is this enough? It is not depending on mass. I've just proved to you, okay? Is this enough? Maybe not. Maybe it is some addition of electromagnetical forces. I will show to you another video. All the objects have electromagnetism. All in the Mendeleev. All of them. All of them. But you cannot detect it with a northern magnet. But you have a neodymium magnet that extraordinarily strong. You will detect the magnetism of water even. You will can attract a cube of water. Okay? So diamagnetism means to reject any pole of the magnet. Silver and gold are diamagnetics, are 20 elements in Mendeleev that reject the both pole of the magnetic field. So it is enough to explain through this spinning of the Martian rotation. You compound the vectors and you obtain compound the vectors and you obtain the acceleration of the system. On Mars, this object will fall in the same time. You understand now? Yes? In the same time, this small rock with this one, okay? The force of hitting of the impact will differ, okay? So now you must understand the vectors when you want to escape Mars is different, because you must have to accelerate the mass contrary the acceleration of the system. So will different the force you will need. So okay, but if you hold still the Mars planet, and it will not have this spin and this spin, you will not have what to compound the vectors. The Mars will have no gravity. You understand? If you will take this in space, it will have no gravity and it will float. The International Space Station has no acceleration, okay? It has 100 meters and has no acceleration. Although you see, if you as cosmonaut stays in International Space Station, the space station will not hit, like the chamber will hit me. I will stand still and the chamber will hit me because the chamber is revolving around the Earth. So they are accelerated in the accelerated common system. And I'm telling you that it is not no wine. It is enough that the air from the chamber, that it is accelerated to accelerate the body. Maybe yes. There are things that the air do not know, okay? You understand? There are things that the air do not understood. You cannot understand exhaustively, okay, some phenomenon. But now let me you understand that you will be tricked if you do not understand. If you go in the space station and you will stay on the space station like this in space, the space station, it will attract you.
Maybe I don't have a shield.
What?
Yeah, I don't have a shield.
No. If you take another module and you connect to this one, it will attract you? No. But if you take another module and you put this, you make a big station, few kilometers, it will attract you? No. No. Because gravity means acceleration. No matter how big you made the space station, the astronauts were towards the moon.
Okay, let's go there, Capcom on the hot fire. Okay, all flight controllers going around the horn, gonna go for undocking. Okay, retro, go. Fido, go. Guide, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. Jinsei, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for undocking.
no matter how big they will have the spacecraft, they will float. They could have like the parliament buildings, like from Bucharest or the Pentagon. They're the biggest buildings in the world, like in volume. So you can pull the Pentagon in space. It will attract you and fly over towards the moon. No, it will not attract you. But if you spin it somehow and you accelerate it, not a constant speed, acceleration, you compound the vector and stay on the ship, bound somehow. You understand what gravity is? And now I'm going to tell you. So the star, if you hold still a star, it will have gravity. No, the same way that Mars, if you hold still the planet Mars of the Earth or Earth, it will have no gravity. Okay, so then how it can bend light? It could not. He was wrong, okay? Stephen Hawking was wrong. And you film something like this in space, surrounded by light. He was wrong, okay? You can calculate theoretically how you can destroy the laws of physics. Theoretically, it's a given density, and you collapse that density and you collapse the laws of the physics. But not through gravitation. Gravitation do not balance a star. What I'm telling now, right now, I'm telling you that even if you understand, the supernova do not exist. It will not balance this because gravity does not have to balance. Okay? It is acceleration. If you put this and by the way, stars do not have spin. They are in clouds. If the sun has a spin, and they are in clouds of matter, and if they have a spin, you can observe in the clouds the swirling clouds of matter. Okay, and they are standing still. They are not going anywhere, so they do not have gravity. And the stars are stars like this. If you do not understand, they are in clouds and they extract energy. So could collapse by gravity if you spin it. If you spin it like fast, you may obtain some gravity that collapses the density. Maybe yes, but can you spin it? What is going to be the force of the spin? Can be internal force? Can it be an internal force that this rock to produce from inside it an accelerated continuous 2 meter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? How it will accelerate? How? From the inside. Nothing accelerating it from outside. What it will accelerate it? You understand? Can there be converted in energy and to have a motor to rotate this rock? And all that energy to be balanced to rotate this before it will break up in pieces and to collapse, and he made these equations, and I'm saying that he did not. First of all, the laws of the physics are not connected. They are not connected. They are not connected. You understand? The electricity, the mass, the force, they are different equations, and the light, and they are not connected. You understand? So how can you put them on the page to collapse this object? Can I collapse this object through pressure, that to reduce it like this through pressure and to destroy the density, to increase the density? But on the graph, if I want to collapse this density in this density, the force required will tend to infinity. And you could not do this. In other words, you cannot destroy the atomical boundings. It is not known. So, does the black holes exist? You do not film the Chinese, stupid Chinese, to trick the earth, some black something, it is highlight, and you trick the earth. You understand? You must learn physics and do not trick the earth with stupid things. So black holes exist? Do not exist. And Stephen Hawking was wrong, disabled. But because it was disabled, you know, in the school to break your leg with a wheelchair because it is disabled. It was true or not, and it is not. The stars do not collapse in a black holes, and the NASA is reading black holes on all the pictures. Where are the black holes? You do not understand what gravity is, and you trick the entire Earth. And I cannot be angry. I cannot be logical with you and to not be angry. Because you falsify science and you lie the entire Earth. When you want to collapse this object with known law of the pressure, the force required will tend to infinity. And you will not have how to produce that force. You cannot destroy light in other way. So it was wrong. You cannot collapse an object that forced light to came back. At 3,000 kilometers per second, if you match this acceleration, you will need an infinite force and energy. You understand physics? If you want to take this light and to bring it back to the earth, you must have an acceleration that will require an infinite energy, and you will not bend the light. You understand? The light, well, if you break the laws of physics, the light will escape any event horizon. Do not lie the entire earth. I've told you what gravity is. I explained to you. Black holes do not exist. Okay? I explained to you. God will judge you if you continue to lie the entire earth. Okay? He made the stars, and the stars are small. They're smaller than the moon. Millions of stars are smaller than the moon. They are from electrical magnetic things, and they produce light. They are eliminated from the clouds. And you lie that we will not find this. You lie that you know what gravity is, and you do not know what gravity is. And you give Nobel Prizes for expansion of the universe, accelerated expansion, all the things are false. I will tell you in this channel. But when I'm going to tell you all the videos, I'm telling you this. God will judge you. I've explained to you physics and equations in words. If you do not understand, God will judge you, and you lie if you continue to lie, okay? You cannot collapse light. You will destroy the laws of physics, okay? God bless. Black holes don't exist.
Where is it? Oh, it's right by the radiator. Maybe a half a foot a second, and one looks like straight paint from the radiator angle.
We copy and we see it.